All right, in this video, we're going to go over the main changes in version 1.2 of FlipCraft. All right, so we're going to start with just chopping some samples up. Let's go. All right, so that's the vibe. Very first thing I want you to know is just right click on this waveform. All right, anywhere you right click on it, you're going to be able to preview what it sounds like at that point. And you'll notice this little white triangle moving around to wherever you right click. All right, I'm calling that the cue marker, and it's actually a button you can press. So when I click it, I actually get my A1 slice right at that location. All right, so this is what I want to talk about in this video, placing these slices. So if I right click somewhere else and I click that triangle again, I get another slice there. This is a little bit new in version 1.2 because prior to this, you had to select the pad first before inserting the slice. Now you don't even have to think about that. Just right click somewhere and then click the triangle to insert a slice there. All right. So looking at these pads here, you'll notice that as I insert a slice for that pad, the pad will get a little symbol on it in the bottom right corner, like a little waveform. And all that means is that pad has a slice assigned to it. All right. So I can right click right here, and the first available pad right now is A4. So when I click this triangle, A4 is going to go right there. I'm going to right click over here, and let's say I don't want the first available pad there, right, which happens to be A5. Let's say I want B5 there. I'll just click on B5, right, and select that pad. So when I click this triangle now, B5 is what gets inserted there. So I have complete control over which pad gets the assigned slice at all times. But if I don't want to think about it, I can just click the triangle and it'll just put in the next available, right? So that's a version 1.2 feature. Another feature in this version is the ability to select pads by selecting the slices themselves. So if I click on A1 here, I've just selected pad A1. All right. That wasn't possible before. Before you had to actually click on that pad. So just by clicking the slice labels, I can select that pad and that slice. I can also delete slices by right clicking on the slice handle. So right now we're on B5, right? We see this little square up here and another one down here. I'm calling these the slice handles. If I right click on either one of them, I can delete that slice. All right. And I can do that for every other slice. All right. Now, another new feature is this little bullseye target symbol on the pad. So it allows you to easily see which pad is currently selected. Before you would have to look here in the middle and you'll see this A6. So you know that A6 is selected, but now it's a little bit easier with this symbol. You can easily see exactly which pad is selected. That's especially useful when you're clicking around up here. Let's add some more. When you're clicking around up here, kind of like in your peripheral, you can see which pad is getting selected. So that's really useful. Another highly requested feature was the ability to control all pad parameters for all pads at once. So prior to v1.2, if you wanted to change the pad color for all pads, you'd have to do it one by one like this. All right, change this guy red, select another one, make that red. But now you can do this globally by simply clicking the pad label here in the middle. When that turns into a little globe, these parameters, everything below this line basically, they will affect all pads. So I can easily color all my pads or toggle all of them to reverse or gate or whatever I want to do to them. And when I click here again, I go back to my regular mode where I'm only affecting that pad, which currently is A1. So let's say I want to start chopping from here. I go into chop mode. Now you're going to notice that the waveform moves while I'm chopping. Oh yeah, I could tell those chops are gonna go crazy. All right, let me see. I'm just playing with it. I gotta line these up a little better. I'm just clicking around. Got in the zone for a little bit. All right, so once you fill up the waveform with all available slices, so let's do that real quick. Just keep adding slices right here. All right, we're at 15 now. Look, if I hit it one more time to get a slice for B16, look at what happens. That Q marker turns red. So what that means is if I keep clicking it now, I'm not going to get any more slices because we've used all 32 up. So I have to delete a slice, like B16 for instance. Then the Q marker becomes white again, indicating that there are available slots. Once I go ahead and use that last slot, it becomes red again. Another convenient feature added to v1.2 is when you're in chop mode, you get this remove slices button. So when I click that, you're going to see all these slices just get deleted. All right. All right, so these features are only in here. Hold on. These features are only in here today because you guys requested them. You asked for them. So what do? I deliver. Make sure you keep on giving me feedback. Tell me what I need to do to make this better. That's the whole point. The goal is to make this the only sampler anybody ever needs for chopping samples. So just keep the feedback coming. I don't care if it's harsh. All right. And the other thing, please share the video. Share it on Facebook, IG, TikTok, Gearspace, KVR. Share it with your mama. I don't care. Just share the video, please. You don't have to subscribe. Just share the video. Appreciate you.